life at teenage kisses. Don't know why they do, for teenage kisses can graduate and make a love that's true. When they see us out together and we're holding hands, they think we're playing at make-believe and laugh at all our plans. Don't they know they once dreamed the things we're dreaming of? And though we're young, we're not too young to know that we're in love. Let 'em smile at teenage kisses and the way we feel, for we know in our teenage hearts our teenage kisses are real.
This is drag racing, the country's fastest growing organized sport. Here young men are interested in building something, in sportsmanship and competition. Here, under every safety precaution, youngsters are finding an escape valve for their great energies. Here the boys who have hot rods race them, and the boys who have not yet built their own rods watch and dream and go home to design the car they will drive one day.
Dinner, Johnny.
Okay, Aunt Martha.
And you'd better hurry and get cleaned up, dear. Your father got home earlier than usual tonight.
Okay.
Why don't you learn to sit up in your chair instead of slopping all over in it? What time are they coming?
Well, they said around 9, but you know, Frank, how they're always late.
I hope you're going to clean up a little, Sonny.
Why?
Because we're expecting guests for bridge, that's why. I don't want you looking like an ordinary hoodlum.
They're not coming to see me. Besides, I was thinking of going out.
Out? Where? Why don't you stay in once in a while? This is your home, too, you know.
Yeah, but I haven't got anything to
Turn
do.
on KPJ, will you? I want to catch the closing stock averages.
And now for the Wall Street news. Trading was brisk on the stock market today, and the upward trend continued. Record profits reported by several major companies spurred some stocks to new highs. Rumors of an impending split saw Buchanan Oil up 5 points at the end of the day. At closing, industrials were up 240.
You can turn it off now.
Rails 210, utilities 190. Volume today 2,310.
Does that mean we're rich or poor?
Oh, Johnny, aren't you going to eat your pie?
No.
That boy gets more sullen every day.
Frank, why don't you let him take your car tonight? You won't be needing it.
He's not going to wreck another one of my cars.
But, Frank, can't you see he's unhappy?
Oh, that again.
Now, Frank, look.
Cream, please.
Teenage kisses can graduate and make a love that's true. When they see us out together and we're holding
hands, extra rare.
They think we're playing that make-believe.
Was the pie that bad, Johnny?
I ate it, didn't I?
Hey, dig this. I I made it up all by myself.
The things we're dreaming of, and though we're young, with our teenage hearts, our teenage kisses on.
Hi, buddy boy. What's new?
Not much.
Hey, when's that old man of yours gonna loosen up and buy you a rod?
Who said I wanted one?
You don't want one like I don't want my two hands.
Look, boy, if I wanted one, I'd have one. So just climb up.
Ooh, you shouldn't talk like that, Johnny boy. I could wipe the street up with you. And don't you ever forget it. You don't want one and you don't have one because your old man still got you in diapers. When's he gonna let you put long pants on, Johnny boy?
I'm warning you, Mr. Loudmouth. Don't start anything in here tonight. He wasn't bothering you anyway.
Hey, you're even prettier when you're mad. You know, if you play your cards right, I might even let you go for a ride with me tonight.
I wouldn't go crazy with you.
I wouldn't go crazy with you. What's the trouble here, Betty?
Oh, it's nothing, Mr. Lucas. It's all right now.
You guys sit down and behave. No more dancing in here.
Oh, take it easy.
I've got my brother's car with me tonight, Johnny. You can drive it if you want to. I'll be through in about 10 minutes.
Who said I wanted to drive anybody's car?
Better hurry home, Johnny boy. It's dark out.
Hey, buddy, you want a drag?
Oh, it's you, Betty.
Well, come on, get in.
Quit worrying, will ya?
Johnny, please!
Get out of there. Get out. Kids. Punk kids. Whose car is this?
Mine? Oh, my brother's.
You got a license? Johnny Simpson, 4838 Topeka Drive.
I know that section. You Frank Simpson's boy?
Yeah, but you don't have to tell him, do you? I'll pay the ticket.
You think that's all there is to it, huh? 80 miles an hour on a city street? You might have killed somebody. Maybe this girl here. Get in the police car. You better get on home.
Can I talk to her a minute?
Okay, make it snappy.
Sorry I got you in trouble, Betty.
Oh, that's all right, Johnny.
Come on, snap it up.
Yeah, okay. See you tomorrow.
Sure.
How about that? Grand slam and no trump. Haven't had one of those in years.
Well, Henry, you ought to get Mona to teach you the fine points of the game. She plays like she wrote the book.
Oh, Frank.
I taught her.
Yeah. Well, 2 spades.
Not again. Pass.
Oh, excuse me. I'll get them.
Good evening, Mr. Simpson.
What happened?
80 miles an hour on Walnut Street.
80 miles. He doesn't have a car. Whose car was he driving?
Betty Palmer's. It's a souped-up job. She works at the front page drive-in.
How many times have I told you to stay out of those hot rods?
It's not a hot rod.
And I warned him about that girl, too. She's wild.
It wasn't her fault.
Well, I'm glad my son is willing to take the blame all by himself for acting like an ordinary hoodlum.
80 miles an hour on a city street is very serious, Mr. Simpson. You'll have to appear with him.
Martha, we better be running.
I don't envy you. Judge Grant is pretty tough on this kind of thing.
Frank, we're going to run along now.
Oh, yes. Well, good night, Henry.
Good night.
Good night, Mona.
Do it again sometime.
You
huh?
bet. Next week.
Okay.
Night.
John, what am I going to do with you? You embarrass me with my friends? Now I've got to go in front of Judge Grant, take a lot of guff from him. I can hear him now. There are no delinquent children, only delinquent parents. I've heard all about his speeches. And another thing, if you had hit someone, they'd sue me for damages. They could have wiped me out financially. You understand that? For over 2 years now, you've been begging me. Dad, get me a car. I won't cause you any trouble. You'll see.
You won't buy me a car. I'll get a job and I'll buy one myself.
Now, you listen to me, young man. As long as you live in this house, you'll do as I say, you understand? And there'll be no hopped-up jobs around here until you're old enough to take care of them.
Yeah. Yeah!
I can't understand that boy. After all I've done for him.
Frank, couldn't you arrange to spend a little more time with him? You forget his mother died when he was only 3 years old, and a child without a mother...
Child? He's 18.
But he's still a child in lots of ways.
Look, Martha, you're forgetting one thing. I was a child once myself.
How you doing, Johnny?
Fine, Bert.
See you found that squeak?
Yeah. That was nothing. You'll have to come up with harder ones than that to catch me.
When you get through with that, take the head off that 46, but I want to look at the cylinder wall.
Sure, Bert. I'll be through here in a minute.
Johnny?
Yeah? I guess I forgot to put the pan plug in.
Well, don't just stand there talking about it. Put it back in.
Yeah.
Johnny, don't let it happen again.
It won't, Bert. It won't. Hiya, Speedy. What do you want, boy?
Well, I heard you were working here. I just thought I'd drop in and pay my respects. Aren't you glad to see me?
What do you want?
Check the man in the gray, greasy suit. What's the matter? The old man cut down on your allowance? Yeah, that's the way it is. Some guys gotta work.
Do you want anything or don't you?
Oh, say, I heard the cops caught you speeding. That's too bad. You know, you shouldn't drive so fast, Johnny. Or else you ought to borrow a faster rod so they can't catch you.
I said, do you want anything or don't you?
Yeah, now that you mention it. How about cleaning off my windshield? Well, thanks a lot, buddy boy. I'll drop in again sometime. When my windshield's dirty.
Fast ride, huh?
Oh, it's all right, I guess. You got any kids, Bert?
Yeah, I got a boy. He's just about your age. He's 17.
I'm 18. You building this for him?
Not exactly. He has polio, Johnny. He's been a cripple since he was 9.
Gee, I'm sorry, Bert. That must be rough. Well, who are you building it for, then?
You'll see. Want to help?
Sure do. Hey, you know something, Bert? If you take these pots off and go to fuel injection, then you'll really have something.
Fuel injection, huh? That's an idea.
Sure, Bert, because you see, if you take the pots off,
Oh, Johnny, you don't have to sell me. I'm a mechanic. Well, at least I thought I was. You get started on it. I'll check on the parts.
Sure.
Sonny?
Yeah?
Come on in, son. What in the world have you been doing?
I got a job.
A job? What kind of a job?
Working at Morrison service station.
In a service station? As a grease monkey?
It's a good job and I like it. Look, Dad, I'm
Oh,
tired.
now, look, Sonny, if you want a job during a summer vacation, that's all right with me. But why in a service station? What do you ever learn there?
It's what I like, Dad.
What you like. You want to have grease under your fingernails all your life? Now, if you want a job, why don't you come down to the office? I'll put you on as an office boy, and maybe you'll learn something useful.
Well, I don't care anything about real estate.
Now, how can you say that? You don't know anything about it. Now, look, Sonny, I want you to quit that job tomorrow.
Gee, it's quiet up here.
I just had to talk to somebody. I mean you, Betty.
Well, you can call me anytime, Johnny. You want to talk to somebody.
Betty, why is it that parents never let a guy do what he wants to when he's grown up?
You mean like driving 80 miles an hour?
No, I don't mean that, but why can't I work in a service station if I want to?
Well, you know, my mother didn't want me to work in the drive-in, but my father thought it was great.
I don't know what's wrong with the drive-in.
Well, Mother thought it was cheap. But my father said that places are never cheap. Only people are cheap. And if you're cheap, you're going to be cheap no matter where you work.
Hey, that's pretty good, isn't it? It'd be the same thing in a service station. If a guy does a good job, I don't think it matters what he does or where he does it.
I don't think it matters either, Johnny.
I'm glad. You know, if I like it good enough, I might not go back to school.
Oh, I think you ought to finish high school. You might want to go to college or something.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Study some kind of engineering, maybe. You know, when I get married, if I have any kids, I'm going to let them pick out for themselves what they want to do. And I'm not going to call them Sonny either.
Do you want to get married, Johnny?
Well, sure, don't you?
Well, I don't know.
Boy, you should see the swell rod Bert's building. Yeah, I sure hope he lets me drive it.
Well, maybe he will. Oh, come on, Johnny. You might as well be going.
Well, let's stop and get something to eat first. I'm starved.
Well, that I can believe. You're still a growing boy.
Had enough, Betty?
All filled up. How about you?
Buddy boy. Oh, say, if you get a chance, would you dust off my windshield for me? Oh, and check the water, too. Say, Betty, how'd you like to go for a little spin with me tonight? You and I could really have a ball.
Why don't you get lost, Maury?
Let's go, Betty.
Don't you know it ain't polite to get up from a table when a man's talking?
If you want to go, Moy, let's go outside. Right now.
You mean fight? That's kid stuff. Besides, there'd be no competition.
All right, then.
But there's other ways.
Like what?
Well, I was just thinking.
Johnny, don't listen to him. He's just gonna get you into trouble again.
As I was saying. Now, if you had some wheels, maybe we could find out just how chicken you are. Oh, but you ain't got no wheels.
I'll meet you back here in an hour.
Johnny?
I'll be waiting, big shot.
Come on, Betty. Remember, 1 hour. Betty, will you lend me your car?
Well, don't you see? He's just trying to get you in trouble with the police again.
You didn't answer my question.
Johnny, let's go somewhere. Forget about Maury.
Forget about him. Didn't you hear what he called me?
But chicken's just a word, Johnny.
Well, maybe it's just a word to a girl, but it's not just a word to a guy. Do I get it or don't I?
I can't. I don't want you to get in trouble with the police again. Come on, Johnny, let's go.
Betty, I kind of had the idea you wanted to be my girl.
Well, I do want to be your girl. Johnny, you're hurting my arm.
I'm sorry, Betty. Well, I don't want your car anyway. Something might happen to it. I'll get one somewhere.
You mean you're going to go through with it?
Got to. I got to get a real fast iron somewhere. Bert's car, we're only finished. Betty, will you drive me over to Market and 3rd?
What for?
Now stop asking questions. You said you wanted to be my girl, didn't you? Well, don't you?
Well, I guess so.
Here, come on. Okay, let's go.
What are we doing here?
You'll see. You just don't say anything. Understand?
But...
Look, I'm not going to do anything wrong. You just don't say anything, okay?
I guess so.
Okay, come on.
Oh, now, look, Don, would I kid you? Crazy. Well, I can wait if you can. You do? Man, I sure wish they had them new television phones. The red ones, that. Well, you look like a million in any of them, but especially those red ones.
Man, I just wish I was right there with you right now. Yeah, pretty soon. I can close in about 15 minutes. Sure, I'll get some. You got soda? You sure you got enough? Yeah, okay, Doc. Sure, okay. I gotta hang up, though. Got a customer. But I'll be seeing you, and pretty soon, and for sure.
What can I do for you, kid?
I want to look at a car.
We close at 9.
It won't take long. I know what I want.
You want to look at a car, or you want to buy a car?
I might want to buy it if the price is right.
How old are you, kid?
21.
Huh? Where you live?
Why?
Where do you live?
4838 Topeka Drive.
Topeka Drive, huh? What's your name?
Johnny Simpson. Hey, what do you mean with all that? I didn't say I was buying anything yet.
Johnny, what are you up to anyway?
Never mind, Betty. Just take it easy.
Well, young fella, maybe we can do something for you, but we'll have to make it snappy. You got any kind of an idea of what kind of car you're looking for?
This one here.
Yeah, everything works.
How much?
Well, I can let you have this one for $400.
A lot of money.
If you don't want it, you just get on out.
I didn't say I didn't want it. I just meant that I'd have to try it out first.
What do you mean? Tonight? Oh, now, look, kid, you better come back tomorrow. I'm ready to close.
How long does it take to run around the block?
You sure you got the money?
What would I want to try it out for if I didn't have the money?
All right. One time around the block, but only once, understand? I want to be out of here in 10 minutes, and I don't mean 11.
If this thing can't go around the block in 10 minutes, I don't want it.
Never mind the cracks, you just get it back here.
What are you worried about? I'll be back. I'll be back.
You want to go along, sis? Take it easy!
These crazy kids. With you in a minute.
Well, we're never going to get back in time. You said you were just going to go around the block.
Take it easy.
Yeah?
Hi, this is Johnny Simpson. You know.
Where are you? You were supposed to be back here 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, I know. Well, look, I'm sorry.
Where are you calling from?
Well, I'm at Sunderland and...
Sunderland? You said you were only going around the block.
Yeah. Well, look, I like the job a lot, and I wanted to see how it would move out before I really decided. I think I might buy it, though.
All right. You just get back here in a hurry, that's all. In a real hurry.
Well, it might take a little time. We ran out of gas.
You what?
Well, you guys never keep enough in these things.
Now, you listen to me, kid. You said you'd be back here in 10 minutes. I have got a real heavy date on tonight. Now, how soon can you get some gas in that thing and get it back here?
Well, let me see if I can find a station around here. Hold on.
Johnny, what are you doing?
Look, Betty, there's nothing to get excited about. Just take it easy. No gas station around here, I guess. But look, I'll tell you what I could do. I could call up my father and he could bring some over to me. That way I could be back at your place in about an hour or so.
An hour?
Well, look, if that's too long, after I get the gas, I could drive it on home and then bring it back in the morning and give you a deposit.
Well, all right. But by 9 in the morning, you have that car in here to me, or I'll have the cops out there after you.
You can trust me. I'll be there.
Why won't you tell me? What are you trying to do?
So Maury, who's chicken?
Johnny, what difference does it make if he called you chicken? You don't know what he wants you to do. You might get hurt.
Betty, I told you, just go home. I'll be all right.
Well, I can't go home if you're mad at me.
I'm mad at you. It's just that you don't understand. Don't you know that a guy's got to feel that his girl thinks he's okay, no matter what he does?
No, I don't think that.
Well, then go home. I told you to.
Johnny, I can't say you're right just because you say you are. You lied to the man about your age and about not having any gas, and now you're going to do some other crazy thing. I can't say that's right, Johnny.
Well, then go home. Who needs you?
Well, what do you know? He got one. Where'd you get it?
None of your business.
Oh, you didn't steal it now, did you, Johnny boy? I wouldn't want to be associated with no car thieves. Man, my old lady'd bust a gut if she thought I was running around with a car thief.
Let's get to it, Maury.
Think you can do it with this, huh?
It moves.
Yeah, well, moving ain't everything. What I got in mind takes more than moving. It takes guts.
Name it.
You know, maybe when I tell you what I got in mind, you ain't gonna be so cocky. All right, this is what I figure, big shot. So you and me can settle this once and for all. I got a nice lonely spot in mind. And all you gotta do is follow me up there. You know what I mean? Bam! Hey, you look a little pale. What are you scared of, Johnny boy? Maybe you'll be lucky. Maybe you won't get killed. Well, what do you say, big shot? You gonna back out now or later?
I'm ready any time you are.
Okay, chicken. Okay. Let's go. Hey, looks like your girl's a little worried about you, Johnny boy.
If we're going, let's go, Maury. Betty, go home.
Now, is that any way to talk to a doll like Betty? Hey, why don't you come out and watch the kid in action?
Oh, Maury, please don't get him in trouble again.
Now, what's the worry? We're just going over to Comstock and Highway 6 and have a little fun.
Johnny, what are you going to do?
I said don't worry. I can hear the rubber screaming now as your boyfriend hits the brakes. He'll never go through with it. Well, look how sick he looks right now.
Let's get to it, Maury.
Hey, he puts on a good show, doesn't he? Let's go.
Oh, Johnny, don't go. Please don't go.
Betty, will you go home? Go away, will you?
Johnny, please!
All right, big shot. Now you go up here exactly a quarter of a mile. Turn around and wait. I'll go down here a quarter of a mile. I'm gonna blow my horn 3 times. On the third honk, you roll out to 65. And stay at 65 and keep the white line in the center. And if you do have any guts, we'll meet nice and pretty like, right here in the middle. Oh, I hope you don't get too much blood on your nice new stolen car.
Maury, what if he don't stop?
Are you kidding? Can't you see how scared he is? He'll stop.
him up a little. Hey! It's the cops. Let's quit.
You've got to get out of here. I call the police.
All right, get in the car.
Oh, Dad!
Hello, Betty. Hello, Johnny. What's this all about, Sergeant?
Are you Mr. Palmer?
Yes.
Mr. Palmer, there's no charge against your daughter. The chief just thought you ought to come on down. It seems your daughter's running around with the wrong crowd. The chief said that fact might impress you if you had to come down to the police station to pick her up.
Would you mind telling me what happened and how my daughter was involved?
It seems this young fellow and his crowd were trying to kill each other with hot rods. He's the only one we got. Your daughter was responsible for preventing a very serious accident. But if I were you, I'd advise her to choose better company.
I appreciate your advice, Sergeant. But I have the utmost faith in my daughter. If there was trouble, I'm sure she had no part of it.
Mr. Palmer, I have a daughter of my own. Just trying to be helpful.
Thank you, Sergeant.
All right, miss, you may go.
Come on, Betty.
Good night, Johnny.
Night, Betty.
Good night, Johnny.
Night, Mr. Palmer. Hey, Sergeant.
Yes?
What time is it?
5 minutes of 11.
I'm Frank Simpson, the boy's father. Just tell me what the charges are, and I'll...
Find all the charges right in here. Mr. Simpson, it will be necessary for you and the boy to appear before Judge Grant in his chambers, Juvenile Hall, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Now, isn't there some way that I can...
It's all right, son. You can go along home with your father now. That'll be all for tonight.
Come on, Sonny.
Police Department, Sergeant Benson.
What's wrong with you, John? Haven't I given you everything you really need? And what do I get in return? Disgrace. First a wild, reckless speeding charge, and now this. What's wrong with you, son? Tell me what's bothering you. I'm not stupid. I can understand.
Johnny, if there's something you want to say, say it.
John! When I'm talking to you, you show a little respect, you understand? And another thing, young man, I want you to quit that job at the service station. Don't look at me as though I were a monster. If you can't stay out of trouble because of cars, you'd better stay as far away from them as possible.
Yeah.
Why, Martha? Why can't I get through to him?
Hiya, Martha.
Oh, hi, Johnny. Want some lunch?
No, I don't think so. Oh, did anyone call?
Mr. Morrison called, wanted to know where you were.
What'd you tell him?
Well, I thought maybe you'd want to tell him yourself, so I just said you couldn't make it. But you'd be around to see him later.
Thanks. Did anyone else call?
No. Are you expecting a call?
No, not exactly.
Johnny, I'm awfully glad things weren't any worse. Your father just called me from the office, and from what he said, that judge, well, he must have been very understanding. But you're going to have to be careful from now on.
Yeah.
still sitting here? See my cigarette?
Oh, why doesn't he call? He's just deliberately being mean, that's all.
Why don't you call him?
Well, I couldn't do that, sis. He might be mad at me.
For maybe saving his life?
Fellas just don't look at things that way. Oh, why aren't boys as smart as girls are?
Well, if you're trying to start an argument with me, you better pick another subject. I've had my fill of that one. Oh, listen, honey, forget about your pride. And get on this phone and give him a ring if you want to talk to him so much.
Suppose he hung up on me for calling the police and everything. Well, if he did that, I'd just die. I really would. You don't suppose they put him in jail, do you?
Oh, no, silly. He's underage. Probably just gave him and his father a good scolding and warned him not to let it happen again.
But if he's not in jail, why doesn't he call?
Well, I'm sure I don't know.
I think I'll go out for a little while.
Well, if you should run into Johnny, accidentally, tell him I hope everything turned out okay.
Going out, Johnny?
I just thought I'd go over and see Bert. Oh, is my uniform clean?
Oh, yes, dear, it's in the kitchen. Johnny, why don't you just go on and call Betty?
Betty? Who said I wanted to call her?
Oh, I don't know. I just thought maybe you might. After all, I'm sure she'd like to know how you made out.
I'll see her sometime. I'll see you later. Betty, where'd you come from?
Oh, I was just passing by. Give you a lift?
Well, I'm just going over to...
Over to Mr. Morrison's? I just came from there. He said he hadn't seen you all day.
Well...
Oh, come on. You can tell me about it on the way. Johnny, the car's back on the lot and the judge didn't give you too much trouble. Just remember what I said and everything will be fine.
Thanks for listening, Betty.
Hey, what happened to my ace mechanic?
Hi, Bert.
Hi, Betty. Where were you?
Well,
It's all right, Johnny. Tell him.
I won't be able to work here anymore, Bert. Here's your uniform.
Well, why not?
Well, kind of last night. It's kind of hard to have to tell you, but...
You don't have to tell me, kid. Sergeant Benson told me the whole story this morning when he came by for gas.
When you know. I had to promise my father I'd quit.
I hate to lose you, kid. Hey, Johnny, do me one last favor, will you? The manifolds for the rod came this morning. Would you fit them on for me?
Sure, Bert.
Thanks.
Hey, Betty, come on back and watch me.
Oh, so that's what a manifold is.
What'd you think?
Hey, Johnny, I gotta go for a little while. Can you keep an eye on the place for me?
Sure, Bert.
Okay, thanks. I'll be back in a little while.
I don't think this area will take that kind of development. We'll have to figure out some way to cut the costs. Yes?
There's a Mr. Bert Morrison to see you, Mr. Simpson.
I can't see anyone right now, Miss Morgan. Who did you say?
Mr. Bert Morrison.
Send him in. We'll have to talk about this later, gentlemen. In the meantime, try to figure out something on a different cost level.
Mr. Simpson, I'm Bert Morrison.
Sit down. What can I do for you?
Well, I kind of thought I could do something for you.
Oh? Like what?
Mr. Simpson, I know I got no right to interfere in your private life, but, well, it's about Johnny.
What about him?
He needs your help, Mr. Simpson.
Is that what you came here to tell me?
Yeah, that's right.
Don't you think that my son's welfare is my responsibility?
Well, why don't you do something about it?
Johnny has everything he really needs.
Everything except what he needs most, a father.
Now, you listen to me, Morrison.
Look, Mr. Simpson, simmer down. Blowing your top isn't going to help anybody. Now, you listen to me. I happen to have a boy just about Johnny's age. He's been a cripple since he was 9 years old, but that doesn't mean I treat him like another mouth to feed just because we're under the same roof. We happen to like each other. We do things together. Lots of things. Hey, he's got a little woodworking shop. We work in there together. We even build model airplanes together. We fly them together.
That's nice.
Just a couple of guys having fun together. Can you say the same about you and Johnny?
Now, if you're referring to the fact that I won't let him have a hot rod or work in your gas station, I think he's given ample evidence that he's not capable of coping with this sort of thing.
Oh, sure, Mr. Simpson. Johnny's got problems. But do you know anything about them? Do you know what they are? Has he ever come to you and said, Dad, I need some help. How about it?
I think you better leave, Morrison.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you're right. I don't blame you for resenting my interference, Mr. Simpson, but for Johnny's sake, I'd like to warn you that try to find out who he is, or else I'm afraid you're in for a lot of heartaches. Mr. Simpson, help Johnny grow up.
Hey, Betty, will you hand me that wrench over there? No, the bigger one.
Here, Johnny. But I don't think we should make any changes until Bert gets back.
But it's gotta work better. Look, it can't have more duration. I could get another 500 RPMs out of it.
Well, I suppose you're right, but I still think you want to wait until Bert gets back.
Oh, Bert will see right away when I explain it to him. You know, I can talk to him. It's great to have a guy you can talk to. An older guy. A guy that doesn't always call you Sonny. You know, the only time my dad calls me by my right name is when he's sore at me.
He doesn't mean anything by it, Johnny.
Yeah.
Maury.
Hey, here he comes. Watch this. We'll have a little fun with him. Well, they let you out, huh? I thought they'd give you at least 20 years.
What do you want, Maury?
Like I told you, I'd be back in when I needed my windshield cleaned. Dust it off a little, will you, buddy boy? Yeah.
Dust it off yourself, buddy boy.
Made a big mistake, big shot. Now, get your hands off of me. I'm going. Get out of here. Don't come back either. You're going to be sorry for that someday, Morrison. Come on. Try to get him. Matter, son, did anybody ever teach you how to fight?
Sure. Sure looks like it.
Come on, Johnny.
Frank, what in heaven's name did you buy those silly things for?
Maybe it's a start.
But fighting, isn't there anything else?
From what I hear, it's one of the first things he needs to learn. I don't know what happened to Sonny and me. He used to have fun when he was little. The years get by.
Well, maybe it's just a phase of growing up. You know, he's changing. Maybe you're making too much of it.
You know something, Martha? Maybe I haven't let him grow up. Well, I guess I better go talk to him. He might not like this idea at all.
Frank, now, whatever you do, don't get angry with him.
I won't.
Come in.
Hi, Sonny. I could talk to you for a minute.
Sure, Dad.
I talked to Bert today. Bert Morrison.
So?
Sorry to hear about that fight.
He didn't hurt me.
I'm sure he didn't. I thought you might like to learn how to take care of yourself. You know, when I was in college, I was pretty good. I was middleweight champion for 2 years.
Yeah? You never told me that.
No, I guess we never did get around to talk about that, did we? Well, how about it? Would you like me to give you a few pointers? We could get up early tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow's Saturday.
I know.
Don't you have to go to the office?
Oh, I guess it wouldn't hurt me to stay home from the office on Saturday once in a while. How about it?
Well, if you want to.
Good night, son. Johnny, you're not doing too badly, but you're forgetting to keep your guard up, see? Now, you've got to keep your guard up and stand this way with your left foot forward. That's it. You're forgetting to keep your guard up. See, I can knock it down too easy, or I can knock it up. Now, get your guard up so that I can't get to you. All right, now. See, you weren't watching. Now, you didn't keep your guard up. Now, come on, get it up. See? Now, you got to keep your eyes open. You got to watch what I'm doing. Now, I want to show you what a left hook and a right cross is. Just put your hands down. Now, that's a left hook, and this is a right cross, see? Now, get your guard up so I can't get to you. All right, Johnny, now watch yourself. I want to show you the left hook and right cross again. Left hook, right cross. I didn't hurt you, did I? Now, come on. Once more. Come on. Now watch me. Keep your eye on me. Left hook, right cross. Not bad for after 20 years, huh? All right, come on. Let's try it again, Johnny. Come on. All right, come on, boy. Come on, let's try it again. Johnny! Johnny, it was an accident. You walked into it. Johnny, take it easy, Sonny. It was an accident.
It wasn't. You did it on purpose.
Frank, what were you two doing?
I was trying to make friends with my son.
Well, what I could see, you weren't doing too well.
I thought we just misunderstood each other, but it's much worse than that. He really hates me.
Oh, Frank, don't be so melodramatic. Johnny's always been spirited. Why, in an hour he'll have forgotten all about it. Now, come on in the house and let me make you some coffee. Come on.
Mr. Lucas, would you mind terribly if I left for a little while? It's very important.
Why, sure, Betty. Is anything wrong?
I don't know.
Well, go ahead, but try to get back before the gang starts coming in, will you?
Gee, thanks a lot.
Betty?
Where are you?
Over here. Let's go back where I won't be seen.
Johnny, what's wrong? You're not in trouble again, are you?
No, nothing like that.
Then what is it?
I left home.
Oh, Johnny.
And that's why I wanted you to bring me the sandwich. I didn't want to be seen. I don't know if my father called the police or not.
I forgot the salt.
Yeah, I know.
Now, what did you have to go and do a thing like that for?
I don't have to stay where I'm not wanted.
Well, what makes you think that?
It's true. My old man hates me. Yeah, I bet he's glad I'm gone.
Johnny, you're imagining things. Look, why don't you call him up and tell him where you are? He's probably worried.
He don't care. Well, I don't care either. He'll never see me again.
But, Johnny, I want to see you again.
I wasn't going to run out on you, Betty. I was going to let you know where I'd be. If you promise not to tell.
Oh, I wouldn't tell anybody if you didn't want me to. But where are you going?
I don't know, but I'll get in touch with you.
I wish you weren't going at all. You know, I like you, Johnny. A whole lot.
I like you too, Betty. A whole lot.
Are you going tonight?
Well, no, I thought I'd get some sleep first, then get an early start. I'm going to sleep in Bert's car here.
Oh.
Well, I guess we better say goodbye.
All right.
Bye, Betty.
It's 3 o'clock.
Frank, when are you going to swallow your silly pride and call the police?
Martha, I want to wait just a little bit longer. Maybe he's just being stubborn and deliberately staying out late.
Oh, Frank, you know he's left. And if the police can find him, maybe he'll give you another chance.
Give me another chance.
Frank, I have told you for years, and you've never listened to me. Love isn't something you can demand. You've got to earn it.
Somebody else said something just like that to me only yesterday. Give me the police.
Police Department, Sergeant Benson speaking.
My boy is missing. I want you to help me find him.
Yes? All right, you want to give me a description? John Simpson. Age, 18. Height, 5'9". Weight, 155. Did he have a car?
No. No car.
No car, apparently on foot. All right, I'll put out an all-points bulletin on this. I'll let you know just as soon as I hear of anything. Better give me your phone number. Dickens 27368. All right, I'll do that. Good night.
Good night.
That's right. License KXY 635. Hi, Mr. Simpson. What are you doing around here?
I thought Johnny might be here.
You told him you had to quit working for me, remember?
Yes, I remember. I've been looking all over town for him.
Did he tell you where he's going?
He didn't say. He left home.
It's too bad.
You know where he is?
Of course not.
I'm sorry, Morrison. I shouldn't have thought you had anything to do with it. If you hear from him, will you let me know?
Yeah, sure. Mr. Simpson, did you talk to Betty Palmer? She may know where he is.
Yeah, I talked to Betty. If she knew anything, she wasn't telling. She acted kind of strange, though.
If I hear anything, I'll call you.
Okay, thanks.
Hello?
Betty? Betty, this is Bert. My car's been stolen.
Your car? Hello?
Betty?
Johnny! Johnny, where are you?
Near Palmdale.
Why did you take Bert's car?
How did you find out?
Bert called me. He said he had a hunch you'd taken it. Did you, Johnny?
Well, I was just borrowing it. I'll see that Bert gets it back in a few days.
But the police are looking for it, and Bert needs it today.
Today? What for?
He was going to enter it in the drag races in San Fernando this afternoon. It was for his son. He was going to race it in his name.
I can't bring it back now.
Johnny, Bert told me to tell you that unless you bring the car back, it'll break his son's heart. He's been counting on it for months.
You're not going to tell him where I am, are you?
I promised I wouldn't, Johnny. But does that mean you're not coming back?
No. No, I'm not coming back.
I didn't know you were going to steal a car, Johnny.
I didn't steal it.
Bert told the police to stop looking for the car, that he knew where it was. Oh, but if you don't come back in time for the races, Johnny, I don't know what he'll do.
Don't you see? I can't bring it back now.
But he's your friend.
I can't help it, Betty. I don't want to go back to that house. Tell Bert that I'll get it back, but he'll have to wait. He can race it some other Sunday. And tell him I'll take real good care of it. I'll call you tomorrow. Goodbye.
I'll leave you a minute. Oh, Mr. Simpson, I think I know where to find your son.
You mean you heard from him?
No, not exactly, but I have an idea where he'll be this afternoon. You want to go meet him?
I'll get my hat.
Morrison, I don't know why you brought me here.
This is where you lost your boy. This is where you'll find him.
All right, number 8 and number 69 are on the starting line. Number 8 is being handled by Steve Malati. And number 69 is being driven by Maury Weston.
Might have known he'd be here.
Who's he?
He's a kid that's got a special talent for getting your boy into trouble.
Oh.
Dad, I don't see our car.
Don't worry, Jimmy, it'll be here.
And I don't see Sonny. Now listen, Morrison, I don't see any reason why...
There they go. And it's another win for Maury Weston. That's the third dragster he's beaten.
Look, Morrison, all the way out here, you gave me a lot of double talk about an afternoon like this being good for me. Now, will you tell me what we're doing out here?
All right, Simpson, I brought you out here for Johnny's sake, not yours. I think you might learn something about your boy today. See, he stole my car last night. It was a special rod I was building up.
He what?
Yeah, that's right. He broke the lock on the garage and took the car.
You mean the police are looking for him?
Oh, no. I called him off. I told him I knew where the car was.
Oh, then you do know where Sonny is.
Not exactly, but I expect him here any minute. He's too good a kid to let me down.
Dad, there it is.
Hey, Johnny!
Sorry, Bert.
Thanks, Johnny. Johnny, this is my boy, Jim.
Hey, Johnny. Hi, Jimmy. You're gonna win, aren't you? You mean...
Well, who did you think was gonna drive?
I want you to win for Jimmy. And win for me, too, son. Johnny.
Thanks, Dad. Thanks.
Hey, is that thing really fast?
Sure is. And
Competing in our next race is Maury Weston, driving his own T-Tub, and Johnny Simpson, driving a 29A. Both cars are flathead engines. Johnny is driving for a boy who has had polio since he was 9 years old. And this boy is here with us today to see his first race. Good luck, Jimmy.
If it was anybody else but you, I might even lose for the kid. But then I got a score to settle with his old man, too.
Don't do me any favors, Maury.
Don't worry. Just keep out of my way or I'll drive all over you.
wreck me.
Come on, let's go.
Come on. Left hook. Right cross.
Well, son. Looks like you won twice today.
3 times, I'd say.
Johnny! I got here just after you crossed the starting line. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Hey, how'd you know I'd come back?
Just like Bert knew?
Man, Johnny, you were really great. You sure know how to drive.
Thanks, Johnny.
You ought to get a hot rod of your own. Hey, why don't we sell them ours and we could build another one?
That's an idea.
What do you say, Johnny? Should we make him an offer?
Could we? Anybody who knows how to drive like Johnny ought to have a hot rod.
Well, what do you say, Morrison? Can we drive it home? I'll stop by your station tomorrow and settle it up.
Guess it's all right on one condition. To let Johnny come back to work for me. I can't get talent like that every day.
It's a deal. Ready, Johnny?
Yeah, come on, Betty. Hey, Dad, slow down. This is a highway, not a drag strip.
I'm only doing 60.
Well, Mr. Simpson.
Oh, hello, officer. We were, just trying out our new car.
Riding around in hot rods now, and with that wild girl, Betty Palmer. Judge Grant's gonna be mighty upset about this.